but that's just life. And yeah, I mean, it was obviously really good to get a teammate in victory lane and have a good start for Hendrick Motorsports. So wish it would have been us, but yeah, definitely close.
Alex, fuel saving seems to be the name of the game. How, from a mental standpoint, how important is it to start the season on the right foot?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think speedways, there's a lot of things that can happen outside of your control, but just maximizing the things that you can control, which I feel like we did at Daytona, and getting a good finish out of there feels really good. Obviously, you want to be one spot better, but definitely a good start.
How do you feel about Vegas next week?
I'm excited to go to Vegas. It's one of my favorite tracks. Crashed there last time there, but other than that, we've always been really strong, so looking forward to getting back there.
As Atlanta ages, I know it probably won't take effect this weekend, but where do you think it could go as a track? Could it be its own unique thing?
It already is kind of its own unique thing, in my opinion, right? Like, it's not a standard off-the-shelf speedway. I haven't run a qualifying lap here wide open yet. I about crashed all by myself in qualifying here last year, so yeah, it is super unique already, and I feel like it's only going to continue to lose grip and get rougher. So we'll just have to see where it goes.
Do you have a preference of the two? Atlanta's the one before 2022 and the one that's been here since three configuration?
I mean, as a race car driver, the old Atlanta was a lot of fun. It was so technical and tricky, and different ways you could approach it. Obviously, you look at what Kevin Harvick did for so long here, and the line he ran versus you can move around a lot. Then you go back and watch the races and you see guys win by 15 seconds and you're like, oh, okay, I get why they changed it. But it was a ton of fun as a race car driver.
Being from Arizona, what's a typical Phoenix like for you?
I mean, it's just another racetrack, honestly. I do get to see my family and friends a little bit. I definitely put a lot of pressure on myself to run well there, and that tends to not go very well over the years. But yeah, just trying to figure out kind of what I need to do to get better there. Certainly not one of my better racetracks.
Are you over the disappointment from last Monday?
Yeah, I mean, it was disappointing, but at the same time, it was a really good start to the year, right? So a little bit of both there. I feel like it stings. Last year we finished 5th or 6th, and was probably a little happier about that than 2nd, just with how close I was and how that little bit of what if. But at the same time, it's good to come out of there with a really good finish and a win for Hendrick Motorsports as well.
Would a younger Alex Bowman still be stewing over finishing 2nd in the 500?
I don't think so. No, probably not. I think that one, I mean, while there is the what ifs, it's pretty cut and dry, and you just got to use it to work hard for the next one.
Would the disappointment be more so if it wasn't a Hendrick car you finished 2nd to?
For sure. I think it's easy to be happy for the company with all the history on that day and everything. At that point, where if it would have been somebody else, it would have definitely been a little more difficult to swallow.